Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we're diving into a report from Editas Medicine, a company working on gene editing. Will this report be a success story or a medical malpractice case? Let's find out. This report is all about what happened at their yearly meeting, where shareholders, the owners of the company, got to vote on some important things. We'll break down what they voted on and what it all means. Before we start, if you appreciate getting straight insights from corporate documents, make sure you're subscribed. We also have a Discord community linked in the description below where you can discuss these filings with other people. First up, let's talk about changes to their stock plan. This is how the company gives employees a piece of the business, usually in the form of stock options. It's a way to encourage them to work hard and stay with the company. At the meeting, the shareholders approved some changes to the plan, which included extending the plan for 10 years and making sure that dividends, which are like bonus payments on stock that hasn't fully been earned yet, can't be cashed out until the stock is fully owned. They also got rid of something called an evergreen provision, which automatically added more shares to the plan each year. Basically, they're being a bit more careful about how many shares they're giving away. If you're interested, you can see all the details in the company's official documents that they filed with the government. Next, they voted to increase the number of shares the company is allowed to issue. They're increasing the number of shares from 200 million to 395 million. This doesn't mean they're actually issuing all those shares right away, but it gives them the option to do so in the future if they need to raise more money, use stock for acquisitions or other reasons. Think of it like increasing your credit limit. You might not use it all, but it's there if you need it. This change was officially made on June 2nd. Now let's get into the actual voting results from the meeting. First, they elected two people, Jessica Hopfield and David Scadden, to serve as directors. Directors are like the board of advisors for the company. Hopfield got about 21 million votes for her and about 5 million votes being withheld. Scadden got about 24 million votes for him with around 2 million withheld. The shareholders voted them in to serve until the annual meeting in 2028. The shareholders also had a vote on how the company pays its top executives. This is called an advisory vote, meaning the company doesn't have to listen, but it's a good way to gauge what the owners of the company think of the executive compensation. About 16 million voted for the way the executives are being paid, while 10 million voted approved. They also voted on how often they should have this vote on executive pay. Most people over 25 million voted to have it every year. This keeps the pressure on the company to make sure the executive pay is fair and reasonable. Then they voted on the stock plan we talked about earlier, with about 20 million votes in favor of the changes and 6 million against. The shareholders voted to increase the number of authorized shares. About 38 million people voted in favor of this increase, and about 13 million voted against. Finally, they voted to approve Ernst & Young as the company's accounting firm, with about 51 million people voting for it and 1 million against it. This is pretty standard and means the shareholders trust the company's choice of auditor, the people who check the books. The report also includes some legal documents like the amended stock plan and the updated certificate of incorporation, which spells out all the rules for the company. Now, taking a step back, let's look at what this all means for Editas Medicine. The company is making changes to its stock plan, giving it more flexibility in how it compensates employees. The increase in authorized shares could mean they're planning for future growth, whether through raising more money or making acquisitions. The shareholder votes show some concerns about executive pay, but overall the company seems to have the support of its owners. Of course, gene editing is a risky business. There are always concerns about whether the technology will work and whether it will be safe. Editas Medicine also faces competition from other companies in the field, and they need to stay ahead of the curve to be successful. Overall, Editas Medicine seems to be on a solid path, but there are definitely some challenges ahead. They need to keep innovating, manage their finances carefully, and make sure they're listening to their shareholders. Keep in mind, this is not investment advice and you should do your own research before making any decisions. Alright, that's our breakdown of Editas Medicine's latest filing. What's your take on these votes and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.